There we go.
Okay, we live, baby. We live.
We
We
live.
live.
We live.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome back. We put the name on it to technically speaking with
Yes.
my boy Coy Giovanni
That's me.
and Geronimo. That's me. I go by Tech Von Go. But we were just talking about damn, what were we talking about?
We were talking about outlets. Talking about making sure that people don't only just get information one sided. We educate, and not just providing information. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. There you go.
And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
So
yeah. Go
no,
ahead.
well, cause just to let anyone watching this, Corey was just asking me offline, man. Wow, like what's my end goal with these platforms? And basically I was telling him that I wanted us to talk about, tech topics, tech news, in a way to where our communities could benefit from the information, whether if the benefit is maybe you got some kids that are just graduated high school, they about to start their careers, maybe you could use this information to help guide them into a tech career or cybersecurity career. Maybe use some of this information that we cover to protect yourself, right? Because we do talk about like when T-Mobile have data breaches, if you want to go get a class action suit payment and stuff like that, we giving you them tools to actually use this tech stuff we're giving you in your day-to-day life. So that's the goal of us doing this, technically speaking, broadcast every week.
Yep. Yep. And every week we want to make sure that we not just provide you something with ways that can benefit you. You can pass the word along. That way, our community grows.
There you
Speaking
go.
of
Each one
community,
teach one, baby.
there you go. Like I like I was saying, speaking of community, um, looks like there is a lot of situations going on with the data, with the cyber fraud. Gmo, you did
Yeah, man.
some
Yeah, man.
outlining, so
So
go ahead and talk to us about that.
So yeah, man, on our channel, Von Go Tech Bites. Make sure to go check that out and subscribe. We push out daily shorts about tech, cybersecurity related news. But yeah, man, I was reading this article and basically some law enforcement agencies have been cracking down to catching students, mostly in Europe. They've been getting lured into participating in cyber fraud, basically phishing
Wow.
sites, any type of like ransomware sites, basically to get extra cash, quick cash, right? Um
Right.
and that resonated with me because the communities we come from, we come from underserved communities, right? And I could
Right.
see how when you struggling, man, sometimes you gotta do some strange for some change, man, whether
You know what I'm
illegal
saying?
or maybe it's kind of illegal.
You know what I'm
um
saying? Depending on what day of the week it is,
you
it
feel
can be
me?
frowned upon on. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then I mean,
What
especially
Erica
right
Badu,
now, right? Because high school just graduated, right? It's graduation season.
it's
um
graduation season. Yeah.
And if you got a kid, like I got a kid in college, man. So um this is important, man. We got to make sure we teaching our kids and letting them know, like, hey, let me know, let your parents know if you need something. Cause I'd much rather my kid come to me if they struggling and need some help versus like responding to an ad and was like, hey, you want to make some extra money? All you got to do is set up this site and blah blah blah. Now you, because if you commit a cyber crime, dude, you can still have to pay real life consequences. You can do time, federal time. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
something that I wanted to put out there to let the parents in our communities know, hey, man, check in on your kids. If you sending your kids off to college this year, or maybe you got kids already in college, man, check in on them, man. Make sure they're not falling for those traps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the other words of Erica Badu, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills.
Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. And you
Bills.
know what? Hey, for real. I mean, it's where we come from. The old school version of that was the trappers. Someone that got to
Yeah.
they they needed money. Family was struggling, right? And hey, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
and a lot of that nowadays is in the cyber domain. We digital
Yeah.
hustling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything. Honestly, when something's new that comes out, there's gonna always be um, a negative and a positive. There's gonna always be a
Oh, good
benefactor of
point.
it, and there's
Good
gonna always
point.
be something where it can tear down. In the event of when AI first was released, everybody was looking like, oh man, this is well AI, Chat GPT AI, not the AI, not your mama's AI where you say, "Hey Siri," and it does something for you. I'm talking about, I'm talking about real prompting, right? You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
the fact is, people were looking at it like, okay, this can help me do this, and then some bad actor, because it's not the tools that make you bad, it's the behaviors, right? You got a person
Mm.
who don't change their behavior. They're the ones who are going to be the ones like, let me see what I can do to, how can I make this to my game? And they're
Yep.
like,
Yep.
okay, let me go ahead and change a voice over here. Oh, we got a whole new music song artist by Drake, no, Kanye and the Weeknd. What? Kanye West and the Weeknd never did a collaboration? And you like,
Ah.
and so then it's
Ah.
like you got people thinking like, wow, I could really do this. And then it start getting the people who are on the fence of doing good, because people are looking at it like, okay, well, this could really help educate me on where I can move in the direction, because AI is here. Everybody knows it's only gonna grow. It's only gonna grow. And when it grows, there's going to be this thing that people are going to either adapt or get left behind. And then they can adapt negative, they can adapt positive, but they will
Yeah.
adapt,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And I say that to say, um, the people who find the way to use it in a bad way, they have to make the rules there. Now, the thing about it is the tech is faster than the laws, right? These laws are coming out
You
like
speaking my
way,
language.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, no, for real. Think about it. Like it was last year when we had that weekend Kanye mix, and now there's the IP intellectual properties where people can't make AI versions of other people. It was celebrated, but now it's not even it's borderline tolerated.
Well, I mean, good point. I mean, it's still, I think, relevant enough because you know where we are with this current Drake and Kendrick beef, right? When he did his thing and put that out, and the Tupac state was like,
No,
take
no, no,
that
no.
stuff down, pimp, champagne poppy, or should we
Yeah,
say champagne copyright infringer?
right. And but but think about it. What if he reached out to somebody who estate is less fortunate? Like low key, Michael Jackson estate sold $1 billion of his $1 billion worth of his estate. They didn't sell Michael's estate, but Michael Jackson was smart enough to own IPs and they sold it off.
Ooh, good
You know what
point.
I'm
Good
saying?
point.
So what if
Yeah,
they
he
would have
was
sold?
smart. That dude was smart. Like people, they say what you want to say about him. That was a smart business dude. He bought a lot of intellectual property. Um, and you know what? You make a good point, right? Because when we're talking about how like students may fall into a trap of getting into cybercrime, that's probably the most feasible way they would do it. They may get involved with infringing on copyrights, other people's intellectual property, thinking it's harmless. Think back
Right.
to I'm about to age us. Think back to the days of Napster. Remember that?
Yeah.
When I remember stories of moms answering the door and it's like FBI agents there because their kids downloaded a bunch of copyrighted music and didn't
Right.
pay for it. So, ooh, I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. So that can be something because maybe someone's like, they're in school, maybe living on campus. Like, man, I need some. I'm getting tired of these ramen noodles. I want some real food, and an opportunity pops up, and like, don't even worry about it, man. Uh, uh, this artist won't care if you help me make some artificial intelligent type music.
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be the new version of the Napster days, right? And because
That's the new
hey,
bootleg.
families were getting hemmed up. What'd you say?
It's the new bootleg.
It is the new bootleg. Hey, you
It's
have
the new
brought that up
bootleg.
last time, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get hemmed up with bootlegging because I remember what's his name? DJ Drama. Um, years ago got hemmed up for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's something, man, and just make sure well, look out for your kids, man.
Yeah.
Um,
All
that
you
that's
know what I'm
the
saying, and let them know that the tools they have can either build or destroy, because of the
yes.
fact that they may see nothing harmless. Let me go ahead and write a new Marvel movie on Chat GPT. and they do it right. They go, but ChatGPT, they're
Ooh.
ahead of game right now. They make sure that anything that any intellectual properties or copyrighted things like Marvel characters and stuff, you cannot use. You know what I'm saying? And which is smart. Unless they respell the name Spider Man with a Y, DER, and MAYN with a hyphen over the Y. So whatever, right?
Yeah,
Because a
yeah.
lot of this, um, and then they go and sell it to somebody who's an up and coming screenwriter. Like, hey man, I wrote this script, and then that up and coming screenwriter may have a relationship with Marvel, takes it over there and like, boom, I wrote this. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We'll go ahead and buy the script from you, intellectual property. Somebody else come down the line and say, hey, I wrote that for you, and you said you was gonna pay me when you get paid, and now that's a whole squirrel right there, and that goes back into go back to intellectual property argument. However, you create, I mean, the person who did it was just trying to make a quick buck.
Yep.
They just trying
Yep.
to
I
make a
mean,
quick
that's what
buck.
it always comes down to, man.
Yeah,
Just trying to make that quick dollar. Hey, but since
right.
you brought up Chat GBT, one thing
Yeah,
that we covered this week on our Tech Bites channel is Sam Altman announced the coming release of Chat GBT 5,
why?
man. What you think
Wow.
about that? How you feel about that, man?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around Turbo. Just keep it real. But I've been doing some stuff with Chat GPT. I created a whole commercial for a client on TikTok, and
Nice.
yeah, they reached out to me because they like some of the commercials I'll be putting up there just to market some of my products. And
That's
they
what's
say,
up.
hey,
Congrats on that.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take it because they always want to do it through WhatsApp, and me personally, I'm like, WhatsApp. And then I know they're not from our country, and I'm like, ah, man, do I, do I take the bait? Is the money really worth it? You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. It's
You
not
know what I'm
cyber
saying?
fraud, is it?
I don't know. That's why I'm still like, we gonna have a conversation offline about it. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
careful.
Nah, that's the
Like,
thing.
wait a minute. That sounds like what we put out. Warning
Yeah,
the students not to fall for.
is no for real, and that's the thing. But and you look at the spelling on the email. Oh, that word is spelled wrong, so I can't really trust you because that's how we found out when you got phishing email back in the day. It'll be like hi hi, and then they'll go ahead and do everything else right, and then something could be wrong. The spelling could be wrong,
Yup,
and we'd be like, you know
yup,
what?
yup.
That's done incorrectly, so that's false. And that
Fishing
probably was
101.
yeah, and that could probably been built by um a AI random software hacking.
Yeah, I mean, you
Either way,
got bots and stuff, man, that could do that. People could, yeah, it's all kind of creative tools you can do. You know what though? But that reminds me too. Yeah, that definitely do your due diligence because as I'm growing my brand, I had someone reach out to me on Instagram and was like, hey, yeah, we want you to be a brand ambassador for these shades. And then when I actually did the research, it came up to be a bogus company. So, because at first I'm feeling myself like, what me? I'm
they
popping
always
like
get you with
that?
the shades.
Okay.
No, you get the
Yeah.
shades.
Nah, nah. I
No,
mean,
you know
I'm
what's
getting
crazy?
there, but nah, yeah,
I
definitely.
got here with the same people. They was like, "Oh, we love your content. You know what I'm saying? We want to make you a brand ambassador for these shades. All you have to do is give us your information and buy a pair, and we'll give you a 50% coupon. Let us know what you." I'm like, I
You
wasn't
know
even
what?
in the
I got to
I
get the
wasn't
name of that company because I'm gonna put them on blast, man. I'm
put
calling
them
out
on
names.
blast, calling out
Yeah.
names.
Hey, up,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Next time I'll have them ready. So when I start getting stuff like that and there's fraud, hey, we calling you out. So that's just a
that's
warning to
exactly
you.
what I'm gonna hit him on the DM. I'm like, look, we operate a multi-subscriber YouTube channel, and this seems fraud, so we're gonna call you
I'm calling
out.
you out. Hey, and I'm gonna be like, they not like us. They not
They
like
not
us.
like us.
They not like us.
For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because
Nah,
I
but
mean, it's
go
like
ahead.
people are looking for people who they can catch. And I mean, unfortunately, I know some people dear to me that it happened to. And I was like, bro, if you was in that type of situation, just call me. If you was in a bind, you know what
Holla.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look, you
man.
know what I'm saying? You need a couple $100. I got a credit card, man. You can use that and just pay off what you owe. You know what I'm saying? Don't because of the fact that real talk. That's where we as a society need to be more human. Um, because
You know, I was thinking that just
people
now,
get
man.
the
Yup.
stuff. People get attacked because of the fact they feel like they're alone. And sometimes, like, remember we did the campaign, like my AI boyfriend, my AI girlfriend. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When we was talking about that, I truly believe the reason why people turn to, what is it called? And I don't believe these terms. This is just me. And whoever can fight me digitally, because I ain't wasting an arm or a length or a sweat on you. Introvert and extrovert. I don't believe those terms. I just believe people want to be kept to themselves, but they ain't right. They ain't around their tribe. And when you get around
yeah,
your tribe, you free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I float when I'm around my people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reason why a lot of these things are being done. Like, they looking and reaching. Like we said back in February, some guy had created him a AI robot. I was like, no, AI girlfriend.
yup,
And then I saw an episode of it on Law and Order, and I was like, this is crazy. But these are people, well, no matter if you penny in your pocket or a billion in the bank, these are people who are in need of community. That's all it is.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's one thing technology can't replace. It'll never replace it. You know what I'm saying? They can add to it, like how we can be able to talk about tech and things of that nature, but they are never technology will not replace community, because technology is prompted. It's a person behind it. Like,
yeah.
if you know what I'm saying, if somebody, like, God forbid, somebody parent or a friend pass away, you ain't gonna type the AI and say console me. No, you want somebody to
Nah,
check on you. Like how you've been checking on me with moms. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
appreciative.
yeah.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? That's authentic. You can't. That's not manufactured. You feel me?
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Nah, good
And
point, man. I mean, tech is good. It's an enabler. It's innovation, right?
yeah,
Every time we innovate, it's because as humans we're lazy. We're lazy,
right.
right? It makes life easier, but it
Or
cannot replace that human connection, man.
can't.
That human.
Yeah.
Hey, man. We haven't got advanced to the point to where if I need a hug, I need a hug. I need a
Right.
hug
You
from
know
a
what I'm saying?
warm human person.
Right.
The AI is not gonna get that same effect.
Nah.
No, good point, man. Good
Yeah.
point. So yeah, after yeah, good, yeah, good point. But let's be here for each other, man, and let's be humans, man.
Be
Like,
humans. You know what I'm saying? AI got its place, but HI has its place. You know what I'm saying? I
ooh, I still
always
love
use
that
HI.
human
Human
intelligence. Hey,
intelligence.
do not
Human intelligence.
underestimate the power of human intelligence, man.
Yeah, man.
Nah, good point. Good
Things get
point.
sold, man.
But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I'm excited about the Chat GBT 5 coming, man. Sam Altman is saying that it's going to be a lot better, give us more enhanced tools. So I'm excited, man. I tell you what, one thing that I kind of thought about when I read that article was they basically created a whole new lane inside of tech. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. Um, how much emphasis has been put in that whole market, which it's been there, right? But it was
Right.
kind of underground. That thing went mainstream now, baby. It's
Yeah.
and companies are fighting for talent. Dude, there's people making like 300, 900,000 a year. Um, it's crazy, man. And then think about all the different tools we're all using that
Yeah.
are have APIs back to Chat GPT. I don't know of any tools that got APIs, the Gemini or any one of Chat GPT's competitors. They all connect to Chat GPT. Think about that
Yeah.
massive market
Yeah.
that OpenAI created with Chat GPT, dog.
Nah, for real. Bruh, I'm sitting here looking at a YouTube channel the other day where it's a bot. You know how you can tell it's a bot because the way certain people say their names, it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sounds wrong. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, somebody created a YouTube channel. It got 12,000 subscribers, 14 channels, and each channel is created by a voice from 11 Labs and a vision with like a picture from Leonardo AI or Midjourney, and I was like, so somebody can just go ahead and they're monetized. I looked on Social Blade, they're monetized, and I'm like,
Hey
okay,
man, I don't like the hustle, man. Get it how you get it. As long
I
as you're
know,
not committing no cyber crime, no cyber fraud, and you ain't hurt nobody. Hey, get your paper.
true, but see, let me go also give you this: the people who they have no the people who do that, they have no accountability. Say for instance they give out some wrong information, right? You can't hold them accountable to it, but you should never hold a post accountable to what some
Yeah,
actions
people
that they
got
do.
a fact check, man. You got to do your fact
Yeah,
check. I tell you what, I check all the facts that go on Van Gogh Tech Bites because this is what
yeah,
I do every day. So when we
right,
curate the information on that channel, I'm making sure it's legit. It's coming from reputable sources. So we fact check our stuff, but still,
have to.
even our sources, we're humans, man. Right? The HI, just like AI. We make mistakes, dog. It's part.
Yeah,
That's what makes us human, man.
and humans love to call us out. I
Hey, man,
swear,
yeah, it's been a couple people that called us out. It's all good.
yeah,
It is all good. And then since we still in that AI lane, man, we had a video that came out that was talking about how AI is being used to help people get access to some of those public housing programs, right? Like those
right,
HUD programs.
yeah,
And in that article, it was talking about how the plan from HUD is to use it to like promote the program, advertise the program, and take applicants. But there was also concerns of it inducing discrimination. And that kind of that got to me, man, because I was like thinking, you know, AI is just learning, right? It's learning from data,
yeah,
and it's only natural that it's gonna learn how to be biased and learn how to discriminate because let's keep it real. The most of the data comes from the minority, or not minority, majority, right?
yeah,
And we've had a history of the majority kind of being discriminative and biased. It is what it is, man. So
yeah,
it's I feel like the learning language models, they're just learning and taking a snapshot from humans, and that's how we've always been, right? But
right,
um the article did talk about the AI Bill of Rights, the Algorithmic Accountability Act, right? You were talking about policies and laws, right? I put the governance hat on. That's my wheelhouse.
there you
Um,
go.
we're catching up, right? Historically, the laws and policies haven't been able to keep up with the tech, but I think we're doing our best. But this specifically, I know HUD is using the AI Bill of Rights and the Algorithmic Accountability Act to enforce the Fair Housing Act. But that's
Nice,
just crazy that again, right? I don't think a lot of people understand how tech and even AI is gonna impact their lives, right?
right,
Um, you may have to talk to an AI bot to apply for some housing if you need housing. Ain't that
right.
something?
Yeah, and the crazy part about that is, with when doing so, we have to look at when we do it with for. I mean, when we talk to the AI is not going to be sympathetic. You feel me?
Oh, good point.
They are
Damn,
not
I
going
didn't
to
even
be
think about that.
sympathetic. Yeah, let me go to that. I'm gonna go to that clip real quick, and I'm gonna share it. Share screen. Okay, here we go. Can you see the screen?
Oh, it's little where I'm at. Let me see. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can zoom in. Okay, yeah.
All right, so we gonna run the video real quick.
Hey there, we're diving into a hot topic today. The Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, has concerns over possible AI-induced housing discrimination. They want to ensure that race and income are protected under the Fair Housing Act, preventing AI misuse. This action is focused on tenant selection and housing ads, identifying potential bias and discrimination. To tackle this issue using the AI Bill of Rights and the Algorithmic Accountability Act to protect its housing program. This move marks progress in AI ethics and civil rights protection, reinforcing accountability and preventing bias in housing. Remember, fair housing is a right, not a privilege. Stay informed, stay alert. Let's ensure equal housing opportunities for all.
So yeah, so AI can protect it, but they can't sympathize.
Yeah,
You feel what
good
I'm
point. I
saying?
didn't even think about that. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, again, with the human intelligence, let's say if I'm going through something, there's a human on
Right.
the other line of that, on the other side of that line. Maybe I didn't check all the boxes, but like that human on the other side of the line may have had a similar experience. Like, you know what? Let me help you out. Let me make sure you
Right.
get the house you need for your scenario. Ooh, yeah, the AI is not gonna do that. AI is gonna
No.
be like, oh, did you just check the boxes? And because it's going off of a business process, right? And if
Yep.
everything isn't to the T, I don't think we're advanced enough for uh the AI to make
Sympathetic.
those real human sympathetic or even empathetic
Yeah.
um choices, right? Or
Right.
judgment calls. Ooh, good point. Because I mean, can AI empathize? Because really, I think that's
Think
real. That's empathy. I think is the true thing that sets the human intelligence apart from the AI, man. Like, dude, to the point to where if we ever get to the point where AI technology can replicate empathy, I don't.
then well what it will do, it will replace the people who are supposed to be empathetic, which are therapists. You have nurses. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of jobs that probably will not go away until the very end of humanity because of the fact
No,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If a person is telling you that they feel sick, but nothing is wrong with them on a chart, the nurse will kick in with that Hippocratic oath and do what they can to find out
Ooh,
what's
you
going
and
on.
your fancy words, boy.
Well, I watch a lot of my wife watch a lot of Chicago Med.
I thought you were
But I
gonna say
know
Grey's Anatomy.
no, oh no, no. Hold on one second. My desk is acting crazy. But no,
Uh oh. Uh
the
oh.
thing about it is but what we have to look at is we have to consider the fact that um with I mean, like I said, like I don't think housing should not be controlled. I mean, yeah, that's you're talking about somebody's livelihood, right? You're talking about
Nah, for
somebody who
real.
can have, you know what I'm saying, who can have, they could just be on a string of bad luck. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in
And it
luck, but
happens.
a string,
It
yeah, you
happens.
can
I
have
mean,
just
we were friends, man, back when my stepdad passed away, man. We were almost homeless. Only reason why we ended up not being homeless because one of my uncles let us stay with him in his studio apartment in Hollywood. If it wouldn't been for that, we would have been in the streets, right? So
right, right,
I can empathize with that, right?
right,
So like if I'm on that phone and I hear someone's story and I know I can help, I'm gonna make it happen. I'll
exactly,
work the paperwork the way I need to work it to make it happen. And then on top of that, I work right here in downtown San Antonio, man, just a block away. There's a shelter. Dude, I see it every single day what you're talking about, those stories, man. And you never know, man. It could be
yeah,
not everyone ended up on the streets because of something they did that was their fault, right? In my case,
right,
my stepdad passed away, and we went from two incomes to one income. Um, and we were in LA. You know what I mean? It's tough
yeah,
for a
no,
single black
man,
mom with two kids, you know what I mean? Who
for
just
real,
lost a secondary income. So you never know, man. You never know. And when you said that, I'm like, ooh, damn. Yeah, I hope
yeah,
I hope we work this out, man. I think we gotta find that balance between making sure there's a human doing that check. Uh
right,
yeah, good point.
the
I didn't
human
even look at it
aspect,
like that. Damn.
yeah, because I mean, let's just be honest. The fact is, AI is looked upon as a money to make money. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people who use AI, especially recreational wise, they're doing it for to make money. it makes their life easier, it makes their job easier. But the end game is if it makes your job easier, you get the job done faster, your money comes easier. Point blank. Right?
Or easier, because good money don't when you to make good money, you got to work. Even if you do the
Yeah.
use the AI, you still putting in some work because you got to check it. You know what I mean? If you just rely just on the AI and whatever it produces, and you don't fact check it and do your due diligence and the references and stuff like that, you setting yourself up for failure, man.
Right. And I look at it like it's like the HI um has to be able to find a way to control the HI in situations where there it's not about money. It's not about it's not about I mean it's about educating oneself, right? Like I use a lot of HI tools. Have I made money with it? Yes. Had I made a lot of money with it? No. Have it, but what did I learn? I learned those skills that I can go ahead and teach somebody else who's in a situation who doesn't have a dollar, dime, or whatever. I'm like, look, let me show you how you do this. This is how you can be able to tap into your specific industry using these type of tools with what you
Yeah.
already know. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there, I just leveled myself up to an educator from self education and looking at a way to make money. Right?
Nah, yeah, good point, man. Good point. Hey, that you just touched on something, man, and that's what I've been wanting people to realize, especially in our communities, how it gives us access to data and education, right? Which is what is education? Education is just data. That's all it is, right? It's
That's it. That's
information.
it.
It
Yeah.
gives us access to information that historically we didn't have. That it's a great equalizer, especially for underserved communities, man, to where I mean just the regular you don't have to have a paid subscription to chat gpt, but you can still use it, for example, right? Use it to create a developer training plan for your kids, or even for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Use it to create an AI training course for yourself, right?
I get
Whatever you
that.
need to learn, you might even be able to use it to I don't know, if you want to learn agriculture, how to start a garden or something like that, right? That's
Right.
like it can help you with that, because the biggest thing with AI that I appreciate is the data recall, right? It saves time from you having to go search to Google and go through all the results to see what's most relevant. You could prompt it to get the relevant information you need and go from there, right? It's a
Right.
hell of a launching pad to just speed up the process, man. That's why
Exactly.
I love AI, man, because it's a time saver to just with that data recall.
Yeah. And with that data recall, it's like you can free up the time to do something else. You can be with your kids. You can be able to do and you can like I said, I taught my son how to use ChatGPT. He turns around uh, and makes a script. Like,
I remember you saying that. That's dope.
right.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so and he wasn't looking just to sell it. He was honestly, I think he was looking to impress me, and I was like, son, that's awesome.
Hey,
And
look at
you know
that.
what I'm saying? And
Proud
so
father.
right, because of the fact that I showed him something. I showed him what I did, and I told him how to do it.
That's what's up.
That you know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up.
That's to me,
So I
that's like
used it
passive
for
control.
my teenage daughter. She's at that age now. She wants to get a job, right? Um, so you do everything on Indeed and all of that stuff, right? So she wanted to create a resume. I showed her how to use it to come up with a resume for someone new to the workforce, right?
Right,
Um, and I know she's using it to help her with certain things that she's doing. And she launched her own eyebrow company. If get on IG and look for 210 Pink Beauty. She got them not eyebrows, eyelashes. But
eyelashes, the
and she's doing
lashes.
good, man. And yeah, that and like just the everyday thing, right? And that's the key. Where my goal is to make sure people watching this they can understand how they can use it in their everyday life, man. You know what I mean? Help your kid write a script. Help your kid you having problems. Maybe your kid is having problem with their math homework or something. Maybe you can look up something like the quadratic equation or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. No, for real, because
For
one thing
real.
people learn different. Kids learn different. That's one of the reasons why I learn. I'm a hands-on. I'm not a sit and look. You know what I'm saying? You give me something and you tell me how to do it, I'll go ahead and do it, and then you can see it, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
one thing, this is how AI can really help in the education field and not having the kids use it to do their work. The education AI can prompt you can prompt the AI and say, "Hey, I learn better doing this instead of learning this way. Show me what's a better method for studying if I'm type A or if I'm type B." And they'll pull out to say, "Okay, so since you learned this way, use these type of steps to for in order to build your memory or in order to build your learning curve. I mean, strengthen your learning curve here, as opposed to doing
Good
type
point.
B." You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I'll take it a step further. Even at the beginning of that prompt, put in there, act like a teacher. If let's say you're a high school student, act like a high school teacher, and then put everything you just said. Right.
right,
If you're in college, act like a undergraduate professor, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right.
yeah. Prompting is very important. Like,
Yeah, it
because
is.
you know
It is.
what I found out with prompting, the AI tends to learn you to the point where you don't have to keep typing like things over and over. So, case in point, I created a video. I named the guy Jed, right? And I wanted to test this theory out because I'm like, AI is further than what we think. So let me think a little further ahead instead of saying, create me a man, this, look like this. It's for advertisement, right? Instead, I said, this man name is Jed. Jed is was real sick and he wants to get better. And this is what Jed wants to do. And then I said, okay, they created me a character. He also wants this. Boom, 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 boom. Jed likes this. Doom, doom, doom. Jed looks like boom, 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 boom. I did all that. And once I did all that, right, it's just said, okay, well, it started telling me Jed does this, Jed does that, Jed does this. Here's a picture of Jed on the beach. Here's a picture of Jed walking to the, and I'm like, oh, okay. So you give in the very initial prompt, you name the character and you name what do you want them to do, and then they'll push it out, spit it out for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
I
that's
was
dope.
like, yeah, matter of fact, I did one for this guy named Bill. Matter of fact, I'll show you real quick.
What up, Bill?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me share the screen. Boom, boom. Window. Here we go. Can you see Bill?
I can see Bill.
All right.
I can't hear it though. If I'm supposed to be able to hear it,
Oh, you can't hear it?
nah.
All right. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's the most important part. Let me make sure that you can hear it. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Stop screen sharing. Present screen.
Why are you doing that, man? Just to kill some time. Yo, how is the temperature back home in LA where you're at with this whole they not like us? They not like us.
You already know it's up. It's up everywhere we go, bruh. Everywhere I'm at, I'm pulling up to my kids' Christian school, and I'm hearing it played. So I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I
Uh,
when he dropped that, man, the Facebook was pop. I saw everybody from LA, Gardena, and everything in between out there. Yeah, yeah.
bruh, it
He
was
did that.
up.
He did that. He did
Yep,
that.
yep.
Um, and I'm only I know because I remember one time we had someone was like, "Are y'all talking about music?" Yeah, sometimes we're gonna talk about some music, man.
Right. Shoot, where is that? Share audio also. There we go.
And then the last one, once you show that, man, I think we got time for like one more topic. And I want to talk about that whole AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon selling people's location data without their consent. Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that's a no
yeah.
no. I
And
didn't know
see,
that
with
was
your
happening.
background, I feel like you got some unique insights about that.
Yeah. Paris Hilton messed around and sued T-Mobile.
Really?
Yeah, buddy. Because of the
Oh yeah,
fact
you're gonna
this
have to
is a
speak.
long time ago. This is a long time ago. It's not. I don't know why the audio is. StreamYard is sharing a window. You
It
can't hear
worked on the
anything?
last video. I can't hear nada. No nada.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Because it's being shared from my desktop and not the internet. But anyway, Bill,
Ah, it's
I was
all
able to
good.
create. Yeah, I stop screen sharing. Um, but nonetheless, so Bill pretty much that's all AI generated. All that was Chat GPT except for the little icon, the little
That's dope. That's
yeah,
dope. And imagine how much better it's gonna get once ChatGPT 5 comes out. Ooh,
yeah. You know they got the
yeah,
fingers right
man.
now. You know, because everybody who was using Mid Journey and Leonardo AI, those fingers was looking horrible. I was like, God, that's bad.
You know,
What's
it's
wrong with
funny.
it?
You mentioned fingers, right? So and maybe my prompting just wasn't right. So what I wanted to make, like right after probably the first day Kendrick dropped "Not Like Us," man, I wanted to create an image of like a bat signal shining in the sky, and in the sky was instead of the bat, it's the actual W, man. Because I felt like when he
Ooh,
dropped that, man, that's basically what he did, man. All West Coasters around the world, man, we were ready, but
yeah,
I couldn't get the prompt right, and it was having some issues with the fingers, man. Sometimes it was giving me a hand silhouette with like
yeah.
6 fingers, and then what it couldn't do, I kept prompting it to like twist those two, the
Make it
middle finger and the
double
ring finger, and then it would not do it, man. It kept
or you
doing
just
this, it kept doing this, it kept adding extra fingers. So
fingers. That was that Chat GPT
ChatGPT, yeah, and I got turbo,
4.0. Oh
yeah,
man, yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy because
Maybe I just
all
need to
before.
work on my prompting. But yeah, man, let's get ready to wrap this up, man. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that, man. So for those, if y'all didn't hear about this, but basically recently, within the last week, the FCC fined AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon $200 million for selling their users location data without our consent.
Hmm.
With your background being the mobile man, you know what I mean? Open us up on that,
That's
man. What's your thoughts on that?
That's extremely dangerous. T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon should all be damned to hell for that. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that pedophiles are starting to use, and yeah, I use the
Ooh.
word, using a chat GPT and AI. So imagine the person, then I'm coming from a father's point of view who have three little kids, and imagine a person using technology to say, "Hey, I see you're at this park over here. Meet me from ice cream. Meet me for ice cream over there." And my kids, you know what I'm saying, goes and or somebody else's kids goes and go to a parlor and they get snatched up. T-Mobile should get their
Yeah.
ass fined. AT&T should get their ass fined. Verizon should get their ass fined, and everybody information they took should get paid $1 million. Why? Because you're violating people privacy. Pointblankperiod.com, hashtag, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even look at it from that angle. Good God, you're right. You're right,
Yeah.
because you know
Think,
that's the most vulnerable part of our population, right? Damn.
yeah. And we
Yeah,
pay these
man, because
jokers.
they no if
We
ands
pay
or
these
buts
jokers.
about it, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. We pay these jokers every month for our coverage, for our service. If that bill payment doesn't get in, couple days go by, they will be notifying us that we didn't pay the bill. just so you can take our information and go ahead and probably sell it to somebody
Resell
to
it. They
find out.
reselling it.
Yeah, they reselling, and I'm pretty sure they was happily to pay that 200 million because they probably made about 1 billion off of it each.
Good point.
And
So there,
you
those
know what I'm
those
saying?
fools are double dipping. You double dipping son of a.
Yeah,
Ah, nah, that's
and I,
crazy, man. That's nah. And again, right? And our ooh, damn, yeah. Hey, parents. Hey, I need. You know what? I gotta say this, man. I need my parents to parent. I know
yeah,
we have put some
parent.
stuff out, man. With this whole TikTok thing, and a lot of the feedback I got was, people were saying parents need to freaking parent. I need my parents to parent. Stop
Listen,
giving these kids so much freedom because that freedom could lead to what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like we need to take it old school. Give me your phone. You know what I mean? I need to check
I
what you're doing.
My kids don't have a phone. They 12. They'll be 12 in June. They are not getting a phone till they turn 18. My
Now
youngest,
I'm with you. You know, I'm a
yeah,
strong advocate for that because
right.
I mean,
Well, no,
unless the kids are using the phone for some education, learning how to prompt, learning
we got
some
tablets.
AI skills,
We got tablets for that. They
there
got
you
tablets,
go.
Wi-Fi. They use it in the house where it's secured internet. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
y'all wrong for that. AT&T,
yeah,
Verizon, T-Mobile, y'all wrong for that. Y'all, I
and
mean,
and
damn.
these are the three major carriers. You know what I'm
That,
saying?
I mean, yeah. Are there any
So
other carriers?
oh yeah, there's several. There's several. There's Mint Mobile. There's all these all small ones, right? But
Oh,
these
yeah,
are the
yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
three.
That's right. That's
The-
right. Got the.
Look, these are the big three. Motherfuck the big three. It's just big me. Okay?
I see what you did there. Nah, you know what?
Excuse
It
my
is so.
language. I'm very passionate
It's
about it.
all
And
good
please
now. You
forgive
right,
me for
man. You can't be
cursing.
messing with the kids. I
But
don't
when you
mess
take,
around with that,
yeah,
man. So I'm the thing I was thinking about was like maybe like you got some people that might be in like witness protection or anyone that's in a sensitive situation. Maybe you got a diplomat or something like that, right? And
right.
they location data being sold, and as the kids say, the ops might get a hold of it in
Yeah.
similar scenario, right? You're putting people in danger, man. One is it bad that you're invading someone's privacy? Yes, that's bad. But even worse is that could potentially put a lot of people in danger, man, and that's all bad. So
And
I'm
and
glad they
and
got fined. Good job, FCC.
yeah. Not
You
only
know
that,
what?
just the third. There's the third one. We pay them. The
That
fact that
too.
we pay you and you still violate us, that
You
shows you
violated.
how
We
much.
paid you. You violated us, and you double dipped, and we ain't got some more money off of
That shows you how
information we
much.
were paying you to protect.
Yeah.
We paid you to protect that
Tech.
data. Um, Yeah, man. But like you said, you
Yeah.
open this session up with sometimes the laws don't keep up with the technology.
Yep.
And I think we're getting there, man. But no, yeah, that's wrong. But again, man, I think the biggest takeaway from this last topic, man, especially for the kids, parents, I need y'all to parent. I need
Yeah.
y'all to parent, damn it,
Parent.
and protect these
You know what I'm
kids.
saying? Take these damn phones away. They with you anyway. Use your
Take them
phone.
away,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Take
If
them
they going
away.
out about, they get smart watches. These watches can make a phone call. They can take pictures and selfies. That's all they need. They don't need to be on social media when they out and about because they're not protected by what you can govern them with. They out there TikToking, going to bathrooms on TikTok. Why the hell you in the bathroom TikToking when that's supposed to be a place to relieve yourself and then somebody
Oh,
else come out
private.
there and
Yeah, yeah.
they actually
Good
in
point.
your video. Like, nah, man, some
Yeah,
of this stuff
yeah.
is ridiculous. Yeah,
And you
my
know
bad.
what?
I- I'm a
You're good. No,
I'm a
it's all
parent
good,
first.
man. Hey, I'm here for the smoke. I like the smoke, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
One last thing. You know what? It reminded me because I remember doing a reaction video when the state of Florida passed a bill that restricts kids. What is it? I think 16 and younger from
Hmm.
social media.
Social
Yeah,
media.
and then if a social media platform is notified that someone under 16 has a profile, if they don't remove it within a certain amount of time, they'll get fined up to I think it was what like 50,000, and then
Wow,
the family can sue them for up to $10,000. So I
wow.
like that, and actually that was the reaction video to where the feedback I was getting in the comments was parents need to step up and be parents. I'm like, well, that's the thing. If the parents
Yeah,
won't do it, I support the state for stepping up and doing that. And I I had that thought process to be like, yo, if the parents aren't gonna do what they need to do to protect their kids from being snatched up, I like the fact that the state government did it. I'm with that.
Yeah. The only thing is be equal about it across the form. Because here's the thing: when you get state government enforcing laws, the laws are different for different communities. Like they'll put the pressure on the urban community, but they'll be lax on the suburban community. Let's just keep it real. They'll
Dude,
be
I
like, "Little
mean,
Timmy,
that's
did your
basically
mom know?" You feel me? And
yeah,
that's
good
life.
point. I
You
mean,
know what
it
I'm
is
saying?
that we talked about, with the housing thing, right? The bias.
Yeah.
It is what it
And
is, man. That's
yeah,
just that's where we are. We still got a long way to go, but hey, man, this was a good session, man. Good stuff. You know what? My biggest takeaway from us syncing up right now, man, is protect them damn kids. Hey, Obama said it years ago. Take care of them kids, man.
yeah. And then the second takeaway, you already know what mine is. Fuck the big three. It's just
It's
big me.
just big me.
Verizon,
Hey,
A- Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. I
yeah,
have
man.
T-Mobile. I'm a former employee from them, and I was not bitter when I left. I'm better, but the fact that you guys, corporations, have the right to steal people location. Do you guys
And
know what type
sell
of
it.
harm you can do and sell it? You know what type of harm you can do? You're not doing, and Mike Seaver, you're the CEO of T-Mobile.
Oh,
You
we called
have
him by name.
children. Why would you do something like that? If I knew the CEO of Verizon and AT&T, I'll call them out. You don't do stuff like that. As a parent, our number one priority, protect our kids at all times. Point
No, for
blank
real.
period.
But hey, y'all need to do better. Y'all need to do better. And
Yeah,
and anyone watching this, y'all need to be informed of your rights. Know that
yeah,
hey, these companies can't do that. And if you find
yeah.
out that they do, take action. Take action.
Take
And
action.
yeah, it yeah, you can get a payday, man. You could come up, but at the end of the day, it's you come up so the companies feel that in their pockets, so they stop putting us in danger, man.
Right. And so the thing about it is, always let me just leave it with this: the loudest voice will get heard. So sometimes
Mm.
you just gotta get loud.
And sometimes, hey, again, that's kind of that's kind of what Kendrick's been saying, right? Sometimes you got to use violence.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they not like us. They not like
They
us.
not like
They not
us.
like us.
All right, bro. This is a good session, man. Anyone that stumbled upon this, man, so like
Yeah.
and subscribe. Tech Von Go, and also Von Go Tech Bites. Stay locked in. Plug your channel, please, sir.
For sure, this is your boy at Corey Giovanni on all social medias. Again, please forgive me. I'm very passionate. I don't like cursing. I don't, but when I see that major corporations take the little guy for granted, somebody got to be the David and the Goliath, and I'm David. Damn it,
There you go.
cut
I
them
like
off
it.
with their head. All right, y'all.
Oh, that's it.
That's
All right, y'all.
you guys know where to see us next Thursday, same
Next
bat
Thursday,
time, same
same
bat
bat
channel.
channel. All right, bro.
Peace,
Take care. Peace.
West Coast.
Hey.